Very guns in cube warfare. I generally use them and generally consider them as either harder to use with in the case of the pistol or worse than a different gun in the case of the others. But I'm gonna be trying to make them work and just remember that I have very little experience with any of them. So the pistol, it's honestly just a jack of all trades. It can be used for practically everything, but it's not the best at any one thing. Okay, that was like 7 people. I'm gonna dive again with this. So here, my main objective is honestly just to get the 600 points first. And that's what I mean by the pistol. It can be used at everything, but isn't like the best at anything. I got a hit on this person who's using a sniper from like halfway across the map, basically. And that's not the pistol's specialty or anything because it's usable in close range. It's usable like mid range. So if you want that type of weapon, if you just want straight up flexibility, this is probably your best option. But I am not good at this, so yeah, I can't really give too much advice. Next is a tar. This one used to be one of my favorites, but in my opinion, it got completely outclassed by the op because it's harder to aim and it's not that much more useful anywhere else. It does less damage as well. Like it hasn't lost all use as a sniper, but I really recommend using the op over it. Anyways, I'm gonna give it one more try. Yeah, I've gotten much worse at aiming this since was using it, but I think if you get good at aiming with this, which I need some serious practice for because I'm not used to aiming, that where I'm used to having a really good scope. But yeah, if you're using this, I'd recommend getting HIM because that makes your first kill the hardest, and afterwards, any headshot is a kill. So you can kind of use as an op with just faster bullets in exchange for like worse scope, which especially if you practice a lot with it, it's really not that big of a deal. That the guns I use really don't require long reach most of the time, and when they do, it's still like spraying almost. And I'm pretty sure you got Cypher back. That's how you'd use that. Finally, AK-47. Now, this I think is actually best to use before you can unlock the other AR because it's, in my opinion, worse. But it might be a bit better at spraying. I can't really remember. But generally speaking, it gets outclassed in that by the SMG. It's just that it can be used at long range as well. Well, I should say mid range, not long range, which makes it have a use, yes. And I'd argue if you want to transition over to this M16, like from the SMG, this is a good in between. And depending on what you're doing with it, it can actually be useful. But it's just doesn't fit what I normally do, which is honestly the same for every gun, basically. well, we're going in this video because I don't like to do this kind of in between of aiming and not and spraying but not. I prefer going to an extreme, but as you can see, it's not bad, and I also don't have much experience in this. I'm just using it like I would an SMG almost, and it's working pretty well. It also has the perk of not needing to reload like every kill. I'm reloading, I think, roughly every 2 kills. Like that's like the necessary amount. And I see a lot of people finding success with this. I also found lots of people having success with a pistol, but the issue I face with the pistol is just that I'm not experienced with it at all. Is I'm gonna trade the pistol again because I don't think I represented it well, honestly. And yeah, that's where the pistol shines. Like those two were pretty close together, but they weren't far or anything. And it's not the best setup. And here I can probably get like just a little bit of damage. But so yeah, that's the weapons I left out of the other video. And hopefully that gives you a good enough reason to explain why I left them out, because most of them just require more practice, and the AK-47 is just a weird in between for me. As that's it for today. Bye.